guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
From the gun to give, looking for room. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. The give on the inside. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Touchdown, Florida. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll run it on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll run play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. He's turning it loose into the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Gators! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Quarterback may change this route. Bring in the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets it fly. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
You know, you're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. He's got the back in the middle. On the move to the 30. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Gets it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field.
Touchdown, Rebels! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm. Yeah,
or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Caught behind the line. It's Massey.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Looking to buy time. Trying to get rid of it.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick on passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bradley. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back.
And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team, going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kicks.
Breaks into the open. The 40, the 30, 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run it from the gun.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They'll immediately call timeout. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Madden. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Snags it over the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. The Gators will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch?
They'll go to the toss. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today. And the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone. And I think that's why this offense has been successful.
The give to the back. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Gators! And the punishment has been extended.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 29 over Missouri. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Breaks away on the left. The 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He's moving out of the pocket, trying to escape and get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football. He wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete. At the 35, he's open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Floats it out in space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Sends it back in motion. Swings it out to his running back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gators with 8 seconds and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here, though.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was saying he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants it all. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After this, it'll be a wrap. Going for the marker on the ground. And that is how we will wrap this one up. danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Slings it downfield. On target over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Barry Johnson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. That's caught. It's Hilton. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Smith wants to throw. He unleashes a long one. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference, defense.
Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Black 14. Black 14. Set.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Griffin. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Badgers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Fires to the middle. Into the house. Smith dropping to pass. Finds a man on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. And off to Jones. Sweet cut there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumper. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Trying to make magic with his feet. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hilton. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Running back searching for a hole. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Smith wants to throw. Unloads it left. Makes the catch. It's Hilton. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Badgers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unleashes one. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one's...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. There. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short.